That's right. Welcome to it, y'all. Welcome to it. The What More Can I Say podcast, episode 221. Was that the name of a show or was it 227? Yeah, it was 227. Yeah, that's what it was. I'm one of your hosts, Tom Kapone. All right. Y'all knew that old ass show.
Yes.
Whoop,
I
didn't. Welcome to the show. Let's introduce you to the other members of the pod. She's fluffy and fine. The only lady of the pod is KeKe.
Hey, y'all.
What's up, KeKe? Woo woo.
Woo woo.
All right, now.
Sorry,
Be
KeKe.
alert. Wake up now.
Wake up.
All right.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Get up. Get up.
Yes.
All right. The funny man of the pod, my little bro, Zach Boog. Woo woo.
Whoop whoop. Drinking me a sis.
Oh.
Get you a sis.
Yeah. Zach in here drinking a Coke, and I look over, it say sis on it.
What is this about, Coke?
Y'all know I want him to be sis, but he...
Why do you want Zach to be sick?
Because if he was my gay friend, we would have so much fun.
You
want
can't
me
have
to
fun
be
with
gay?
him. Why
I'm
you
not
can't have
gay.
fun with your heterosexual
We have
friend?
fun now, but if he was gay, it would be a different level of fun because he would know the stuff I be talking about. He would know all of my lingo, but he getting there because
I
the
like
other day
learning.
he said,
I
honey.
learn your lingo just being around you all the time.
That's true. That is true.
I don't need to be gay.
Okay.
He said,
All right,
okay,
I
if
can
you
wish.
want to stay straight, go
Yeah,
ahead.
she's like, you want to be
Want to
gay?
stay straight and be boring? Fine.
Okay, I want to be.
fine.
I wish KeKe was gay. That'd be fun.
You think it would?
We can hoop,
I think I'd get all the
talk
hoes.
basketball.
I think I'd get all the hoes if I was
You should come gay. Come gay for a little while.
What?
Just a little
I'm a
bit.
drag queen.
See how it go.
It wouldn't work out.
Throw on a little jersey. You love wearing a little jersey.
I do like a
Put
jersey.
on a little jersey.
I
What be your stud name, KeKe?
don't know. Corey.
Cool.
My name Corey, period.
You had to love your woman like a stud love they woman.
Yeah.
That's the best love, boy. The most public affection you have ever seen.
Yep.
Come from
And public cuffing.
Yes.
Ladies, if you want to feel loved in public, you mad because your man don't do the certain things in public and cuff you like you supposed to be cuffed, probably need to go date a stud.
stud. They gonna grab you. They gonna love on you all
Love
the
you.
time, everywhere. Church
Studs do not play
about
when
their
they,
woman.
when they do not. If you look at their woman, they looking at you.
Yeah.
Like,
Y'all need
what
to
you
learn.
want?
They be like, we together. I'm like, okay.
Hey, I was just
No,
speaking.
I was just saying hey to y'all.
That's insane.
But the funny thing is though, because I got a few stud friends and they funny.
Yeah.
They funny. The stud friends will always let you know what's going on with other women, what they think about you.
Oh.
They'll come and tell you like, yo, Tony, I'm gonna tell you. Like, oh, for real?
Oh, wow. So the
Stud
studs
friend,
then,
what?
Y'all ever hit a stud? Be honest.
No.
I ain't never hit a stud. I ain't never hit a stud. Mm-mm. That's like having sex with a man.
I was trying to see if y'all was gonna, admit.
Never had sex with a
Have
stud.
y'all ever seen a stud just pop up pregnant?
Yes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have, and I'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
like, now who? Now how? How did that happen?
Oh yeah. It be stuff on TikTok where you see it where they're like, it's like studs be like, she's like, I can't show this. And it be like they got studs almost they got a body. A lot of them hide it.
Bodies.
They
got
hide
some
their
dudes.
bodies, man.
Man, it was this one stud that used to flirt with me, and she was fine. She wasn't even like she looked more like a fine tomboy girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But she was a stud, and she would try to flirt with me. She was a rapper, but she used to try to flirt with me to get her music played.
Hey,
She would try to use the feminine stuff with me. I'm like, I know you don't want you don't want this. Quit acting like that, man.
shout out to all.
Buy me some drinks.
Stop it. You know that. She used to try to take the girl route on me like that was gonna work. Girl, you cute, but I know you like girl.
All right, man. Shouts out to Chris Brown's legal team. They got him out of jail in the UK.
Yes.
Yeah.
Free breezy.
Like I said yesterday, it was
Now,
expensive.
listen to this.
It was?
Listen to this.
What?
He had to pay $5 million in British money as a security fee to the court.
Security
$5
fees.
million.
They
To
made
make
up
su-
something,
To make sure he show up for his court date.
I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah. You know how
Now
much
that's
that is?
$6.7 million in U.S. money.
Crazy.
Freedom.
What? So wait a minute. Our money ain't to the pound?
Mm-mm.
To the euro?
Nah. Pound worth more.
Damn.
Mm.
About $1 million more look like.
Yeah. No, 1.7 more to be
Yeah.
exact.
That's crazy.
He had to pay $5 million in British money, and that's 6.7. So 1.7 million behind. Oh my gosh,
Man.
Economy toe up.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
What?
You keep that security fee. I ain't coming back. This was my final time stepping foot in the UK. My final time.
I think that with them taking a huge fee like that, I think they are okay with him leaving. I think he's gonna plea out. It's gonna be some type of plea deal he's gonna have to do, and he probably gonna have to require no jail time. I tell you, it's gonna be very expensive. I figured he was gonna get out, but it was gonna be very expensive. And it was $6 million. Is crazy. We was just talking the other day about how Dirk put up $2 million for his bail. Chris just had to pay $6 million. This ain't even bail. This is just this is a fee that they came up with. They was like, just pay us to leave, basically.
Mm-hmm.
That's the craziest thing about money, man. It's like, even let's just say, and we don't know if Chris Brown is guilty or not, but to be able to pay your way out of guilt is crazy. I mean, out of guiltiness. Is that? I mean, does that seem like a little crazy, a little bit?
It's the American way.
The way the world works.
Yeah.
I know.
Money talk. Money will move mountains.
Money will move.
What do we get more out of? Do we get $6 million for us, or him sitting over here? What's more important?
No,
you know what I'm saying? They gonna take the money and let him go. Shoot.
Yep.
Let him go. Buddy will be all right. He got hit with
He
the
ain't from
bottom.
here no way.
Mm-hmm.
So just don't come back.
Damn. I definitely wouldn't come back.
Never.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Once you let me out on that 6.7, I gotta make it back.
But did y'all see the video where the guy, somebody tagged us, shout out to the Pod fam. They tagged us in a video of Chris Brown manager bringing him KFC and an outfit
to jail.
To jail.
Yeah.
The guard went and got it for him.
Oh yeah, Chris Brown was over there living.
Chris
good.
over there had cable. He was over there doing Netflix. He probably had his own shower.
Yeah, they looked out for him. That's literally
should.
like that's like having Michael
though.
Jackson in jail.
It's royalty. Yeah.
Yeah, but on the real, Chris, man, stop, bro. Just stop.
Stop
when
what?
you get mad, run and jump in a car and tell them to drive away real fast. Don't react. But because I just hate this, bro.
Or hire people to bust people's head. I don't understand why you got to do it.
Sometimes you got to do it because people will try you because they think they can get away with it.
That's just you crazy.
I am a little
That is crazy. That's like the KeKe go by the T. She go by the T.I. for him. You see that? It's a clip going around, and T.I. saying sometimes you got to show people how much hell you could raise for them to leave you alone.
Facts.
They said they always bother the people because they never know. They bother people because you don't know how much hell you could raise. Mm-hmm. But if you are a person they know that raises hell when he gets mad or she gets mad, they be like, oh, no, leave KeKe alone because you know how she get when she get mad because they know she going to raise hell. It makes sense.
I don't think this is Chris Brown case, though.
You don't?
Chris been mad. Chris been fighting. He getting fights all the time. Every 2-3 years, he gets a little mad. He has the R&B mad. He gets mad and he fights.
They be bothering
He do
him.
not have to bust nobody upside the head with a bottle and kicking them and all that. You don't have to do that. You don't. You got people that can beat them up. You can leave. It's a lot of things you can do.
Sometimes you just got to do it.
Nah, but Chris Brown, he crazy. He know how to do it. I mean, like at this point, when you Chris Brown, you doing stuff that one, you selling out goddamn stadiums.
Yes.
Your money is crazy. You got a great wardrobe. Women adore you. You are super talented. At some point, you got to just look at the dude or the person that's giving you shit and be like,
I'm Chris Brown.
I'm Chris Brown, my dog. I don't care what you say about me. I'm Chris M.F.ing Brown, bro.
Or you just have a dude that beats up people for you.
Right.
You be like, hey, I'm Chris Brown, but he's not. Watch this. Hey, Charlie. Whoop his ass.
I feel like this
and
is...
he just goes straight in. That's
This Zach dream.
What?
This is his dream. When he gets some money, it's going to be some big dude that walk around everywhere with Zach, and he just going to be sticking them on people.
And he whoops ass.
Yep.
Oh, no.
You got it well planned out.
He does.
As soon as somebody do, I'm going to be like, oh, you want to hit me? Okay. Charlie! He gonna come through. Woo! He gonna be weighing. And I'm like, I'm gonna get you out, and I just go get him out.
Charlie's real name is Tim. I mean, like, Zach, my name's Tim. I like calling you Charlie.
Charlie.
It's just something about calling somebody named Charlie, and he come out of nowhere and whoop ass, and I bail him out, and he gets bonuses. Every time I have to bail him out, I give him another. You get 100,000. Everybody you whoop.
No, I'm not. I would never. I would have a security guard, of course, that wouldn't say nothing and just actually be looking like one of the homies and be cool. Yeah. He always cool. He chilling. But if things go wrong, he gonna be out you.
See, why do you want a security guard that looks like a homie? I want a security guard that looks like a security guard.
I don't really want the security guard to look like a security guard. I want him to be chilling, and it just so everything don't look over there. Because sometimes security guards cause, it's more attention to you. Mm-hmm. You get more attention to you. But usually, if you could move without one, you know what I mean? It's cool.
I want you to know. That's his security right there.
But I will curse you out, though. I will. If somebody say something to me and I get some money in my pocket, I'm like, look, man, you going to hear everything.
I'm going to tell them how broke they is.
I'm not going to tell them broke.
He spent.
Yes, he is.
I would know.
I'm going to talk so bad. My T-shirt more than your whole life.
Yes.
Well, you going to be saying wild stuff like that.
I would not say that. I would not, because clothes don't mean anything. I wouldn't say that, but I would be like, man, my life's great. That's what I say to anybody. When people get to talking crazy about me, I like, man, everything is on auto pay. Everything.
Damn. You just hurt my feelings.
Everything.
Everything.
Shit just come out.
Your gas bill too?
Everything.
Ooh,
everything.
What is it like?
Everything is on auto pay. I'm like,
so what you gonna tell them?
Like, I don't know if your life like that. I just walk around and live and click my phone twice to pay for shit.
I don't even know how much it costs.
I just walk around and live. I have gotten to a point in my life where I just live. I don't know if you there, but I'm here.
That'll make a person go cry in the car. Yeah. That would make me go cry.
You gonna need Charlie.
Yeah, he definitely
talking to people like that. I'm gonna get you a Charlie too.
Yeah, he's gonna need
That's
one.
only if you bothered me though. That's like because I'm peaceful. I meet people with love and respect until you.
So you take it there.
You take it there. Now we gotta talk about some stuff. Yeah. Speaking about talking, Cassie's mom testified that she paid Diddy $20K after he demanded payment for an intimate take of Cassie. Now, her and her husband took out a home equity loan to pay Diddy that $20K. Now, Diddy's defense didn't cross-examine her at all, but here's the other part of this. One of Diddy's former assistants was on the stand and said Diddy carried pills with Obama's face on them, and also Kid Cudi is set to testify this Thursday. Again, all of this. Now, the $20K makes no sense for Diddy. Like, Diddy, you spit on $20K.
That was petty.
You spit on. That was just being petty.
That's evil.
That's evil.
That's not petty. That's evil.
That is.
That is evil. You had this girl. Not only did you blackmail Cassie, but you are blackmailing her parents. So you're causing her parents unnecessary stress. Mm-hmm. Then on top of that, you push this lady to go take out a loan on her house to prevent you, a billionaire, from releasing sexual photos of her daughter.
$20K?
That is a different type of level of evil that I don't even know. I didn't think he would be that low. Like, Diddy, all the rumors, all the things, but it's like, that's a new level of low to do that to somebody's parents. They haven't done anything to you. You already beating the hell out their daughter and using her as your sex slave, allegedly. So why would you involve them and have them take out a loan on their? You're a billionaire. That is the most evil. When that lady left that courtroom, I was like, oh, that's
against the law though. There's the one where we finally got to the one thing right now that I've heard that I'm like,
is that considered racketeering?
It might be considered
blackmail.
It's definitely
bribery,
blackmail. Extortion.
Extortion. Yeah.
It's one of those words.
Hell yeah, right. I told y'all where I got my law degree from. Shit, Walgreens. I'm trying my best.
KeKe, maybe they should just take them to court on evil. If you out here being evil, damn the law. That's evil.
The thing
is,
do
some time for that.
I feel I ain't gonna go there. But he facing one judge. It's another judge that you got to worry about when you doing this type of stuff.
Oh, Lord, hallelujah.
I'm being for real.
Long as I got King Jesus. Long as I got King Jesus. Long as I got King Jesus. Don't need nobody else.
Don't be out, baby. You sitting in front of this, a judge on earth is one thing. That other judge you got to deal, you got the answer to that. That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes me feel bad, bro. I look at a person like Diddy who's accomplished so much in his life. And, to some degree, well, not even to some degree, gave us some of the best acts we've ever seen in music. Been a part of culture for this long. And I get it having a freaky side. Is it the stuff that he was doing? Do I agree with? No. But I can kind of understand it because you just got so freaky and you abuse your power. But, man, taking $20K when you a billionaire and you already doing all this stuff to her daughter, that makes me feel like these testimonies are going to get worse.
Oh, it's definitely going to get worse. I told y'all Cassie was just the appetizer on what what they're about to uncover and reveal. The feds aren't going to put this much time and effort into something that doesn't have hard evidence that's going to come out. So that's why it's like so annoying when people are like, why she just didn't leave? She just as guilty as he did.
I hate that.
I wouldn't say guilty.
Her parents.
No, I hated that.
If a man will blackmail your parents like this,
He'll kill you.
He'll kill you and kill your parents.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not why didn't she just leave? It's never that easy. Kid Cudi gonna get up there and tell you what happened when she did try to leave.
Kid Cudi he's coming Thursday. Oh, so yeah, the pod. We'll be the shade room.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll get that.
And we got reporters in there.
Yeah, we got reporters in there, so we'll get that.
Well, you know what else this case shows me?
What?
I'm not using my whole 24 hours.
Thank you.
Because, Diddy, how did you have time to have all this nasty, freaky, day-long, night-long, 3-time sex, make hit records, put out Sean John, put out all these artists, promote Ciroc, build Revolt, spend time with your kids. Dudes, how do you have all this? What are we not doing within our 24 hours?
Well,
you got time to blackmail people. Go put your clothes on to go try to kill Suge Knight.
Not put your clothes on.
You had to go get an outfit.
Yeah,
a killing outfit.
Yeah, he put on his all black to go allegedly try to kill Suge Knight. When they heard about that, stopped the whole freak off for that. So you know that was big. You had time to keep your baby oil stocked. What is going on? Like
the baby oil and the pills and the drugs and all that don't surprise me.
And you on drugs too, so you're getting high.
Well, Deion Cole said that Diddy gave him some of the best game was like when you get money, you pay for convenience. So it's easy to do more things in a day because he has the convenience. Me and you got to go downstairs, get our car, get in there, go through the little thing to let it up. Diddy got a car already waiting. He got the driver already there. He got the drugs already delivered to the address. He got the baby oil, the assistant went to get the baby oil. So it's easy to have so much extra time because he's paying. His life is a life of convenience.
So KeKe, how do you? But to even tell everybody they roles,
it's easy. You put and then
like
you had
a lot of time.
They say he got the girl, his assistant, Christina, I think is her name. That she was the head honcho.
So she run. So
you groom and train up people to think for you. When I was an intern, my lady I interned for, she didn't have to think. She walked in the radio station, I knew what to do. Her shit was already in place. I gave the orders to whoever. It was like that. So you groom people and train people up to know how you think, and all your shit gonna work. You just be you. Do what you want to do.
I want to do that without the evil.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Just without the evil.
But it's hard not to get evil when you have that much power, money, and success. Because nobody is correcting you along the way about anything that you're doing. No. Nobody is checking you. Nobody is challenging you. So you can end up thinking that what you're doing ain't really that bad because ain't nobody speaking up about it.
No, I disagree. I disagree. I think if you're I think money makes you more of the person that you already are. It just amplifies the person that you already are. I think anytime you get money, like, you know what I mean? Like anything. I just think it just amplifies the person that you are. You get to do the stuff that you like to do more. You help out. If you're a person that like to help people, that's what you do. You like to put people in play. You like to do business. It just makes who you are more. dude had a real dark side. And when he got money, he figured out like, yo, like, I'm rich as hell. I could do anything. Like, again, the power. I watched this. I watched people that didn't have half as much money as Diddy. I mean, you look at some of the basketball players, and not saying that they doing this, but they got people that they know want to be next to them. And they going to do anything to have that access just to be able to get in the game every day for free, all of the games. They going to do whatever that person needs them to do. People that have this type of power can abuse it or make it work for them or make it work for others. LeBron is a perfect example. All that power Bron got, what did he do? It made him more of who he was, which is a dude who want to put his guys on.
That's
put his son on, put his people
but
on.
But if you evil, like you said, if you an evil person, you get money and power. Nobody's checking you.
That's true. That's right.
And you have to be a good person from jump. Same with LeBron. Nobody checking LeBron. LeBron just is a good person, so with money and power, he know what to do with it. But you got somebody like Diddy, ain't nobody checking Diddy. You got Tyler Perry, money, power. He's doing great things with it. It's like you have the difference of people. But yeah, if you are evil and you get money and power, you're going unchecked and you're gonna do all kind of stuff.
Crazy work, man.
You would think he'd be like trying to pacify Cassie's parents. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
after you doing that,
like, I'm doing all this stuff to your daughter. You mad at me? Yeah. How much left on your house?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay that off. Y'all want new cars? New cars and drive. I'm gonna try to. It seemed like you would try to make them feel good to at least keep them quiet in a good way versus extort them.
Yep.
You a wild dude, bro.
Man, taking out a 20 for 20 grand, like, man, like, come on, man. This dude goes through $20 in a weekend easy in Miami, easily. If Diddy did easy,
bro, that's
that's
a lunch to Diddy.
They're like I'm telling you, I could go 8 to 10 at Live. That's half. That's 8. And even if Mike Gardner gave you a play on a couple bottles, you still spending close to 8 to between 5 and 8. Dinner gonna be about with a whole. You paying for a bunch of people. That's 2. You somewhere at 10,000 right there. Plus where you stay at, or if you're getting cars. You can blow through $20. So to take $20,000 from a person that could $20,000 from a family could stretch that out. That's mortgage for 3-4 months.
She took a loan out on her house.
That's it. Home equity. All right, let's get to this, man. Rod Wave. I know that is your guy, Zach. What's up with Rod?
Life been hard sometimes. Gotta go. Mama say it's my fault. No.
We gotta work on that impersonation. That sound like Eddie Kane Jr. I ain't never heard. That sound like somebody granddaddy.
Nah, son, that ain't it. You gotta work on that one.
You got to work on your age.
Nah, but you never heard
That's your biggest cheerleader. She love when you do impressions.
I do, but that Rod, we got to work on Rod.
Okay.
Yeah,
I ain't got the Rod.
That's Bobby Brown
funny.
over there. I don't know what.
And I know y'all getting.
Is Bobby in the room with us? Yes.
How Bobby sing again, Zach?
And I know y'all getting bored. Dealing with them.
Yes. That's there you
came
go.
about that.
His mouth.
Came about that the helicopter.
He killed
And
it.
I know y'all getting.
He killed it.
With that mouth.
He killed it. Bobby ate with that.
Loving.
Yes, he was good at high.
He was on
Good
that.
and high.
He enjoyed that high. He wrote that the whole video.
You know they gave him $1 million for that video.
What?
Herb Gotti did.
That's why he went out there and performed like that. That's why he took it from them. He gave us everything he had in that video.
Rest in
That's
peace,
crazy.
Herb Gotti.
Rod Wave, though, hit with 13 charges for allegedly pointing a gun at someone. Damn.
I think this is a domestic dispute, though, for real. I think something domestic happened. I think he got into it with his girl or somebody and probably pulled a gun on him. That's what I'm thinking.
Another example of leave.
Yep, you got to leave, bro, or
break something.
I want to hear more about this, but Rod don't seem like a angry type of dude. He seems like an emotional, quiet dude. So it's more to it, but who knows?
Okay.
You ever see somebody that you listen to their music and they tell you what they're going through, but you still don't feel like you know nothing about them?
Right, yeah. Like where he from, where he
still don't feel like I know nothing about him, though.
Does he do a lot of interviews? I don't think he
Don't
does.
do no interviews, no. And his show,
sold out.
If you want to see a show where somebody does absolutely nothing and everybody is going crazy,
Who?
Rod Wave.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
They love
he
him.
walked out in a jersey, no signs, wasn't no explosions. It was him in the middle of the United Center. And it literally, he did it like he was doing a showcase. He had a mic, he said, play the next one. And they just start the song. Crowd goes crazy and they sing every single word. I said, I ain't never seen nothing like this before.
Oh, no.
This is the worst, best performance I've ever seen in my life.
He has his.
It was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I said, this is terrible. But look at everybody.
They love him,
They go
dog.
crazy for him.
They
Never
love
seen
him.
nothing like that.
All right, let's get to this. New documentary is claiming Wendy Williams has moved from her care facility floor after allegedly sneaking up to the roof and getting drunk on her birthday, July of 2024. So this new doc with one of your idols, Wendy Williams, she up here still drinking on the roof. What's up with Wendy, KeKe?
I told y'all Wendy was trying to get out that window because she wanted to drink. I told y'all that. Everybody free Wendy, free Wendy. Listen, I want Wendy free too, but she needs a sober coach. That's all that is. Wendy was fine in that place as long as they was letting her get on that elevator and go upstairs. We ain't heard nothing about Wendy been off the TV for about 3-4 years. We ain't heard nothing. She been living fine. The moment they told her she couldn't go back upstairs on that elevator, next thing you know, she in the window. And we talking about a protest. I know she deals with sobriety issues. And she needs a sober coach. That's it.
KeKe,
What?
some people are saying this is karma. It's the judge that you talk about upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What did Wendy do where would the karma come from?
They're saying that, Wendy kind of did a lot when she was on the radio. A lot.
Talking about stuff that was out there?
No, she did not stuff that was out there. A lot of stuff she took hot takes on.
What's that? She had a hot opinion.
I mean, we can't compare that to the other when we talk about Judge. Like Diddy was doing that. She just talking. I get what you're saying.
You don't
I get
think
what you're saying.
just because
I'm
people,
about to come on.
I'm
What the-
playing, but I get
I think
But
it's
it ain't
levels
karma.
though.
Yeah,
It's levels.
yeah.
It's levels.
It's definitely levels.
She was doing her job and she was talking. She made a mark. And I'm not saying that she said the best things, but it's still just words.
Thank you.
Yeah, she just talking. She wasn't out here doing stuff to people.
Wait. There is something called verbal abuse. There's that.
What is called?
Verber.
Yeah, I couldn't get it out.
Verbal abuse.
Verbal. Did I
It's
get it?
Gerber abuse.
I didn't get it out. The verbal, I had to verbal
Okay.
abuse.
Yeah.
I hate you. There's that. And then there's just being that person that spreads bad energy. Yeah, it's not to the Diddy level, but people can create bad energy. I mean, I'm not going to go back and say some of the stuff that Wendy was saying when she was calling certain people this. And she was right on some accord. When she was
Most of them.
She was right on
Let me
a
tell
lot
you
of
something. It's a Wendy Williams in every family. A drunk woman talking. It's all that's in every family. I guess everybody got to be the judge then. It's everybody's karma because everybody. It's just she had a microphone, but everybody got a drunk auntie that talk crazy about everybody. Got rumors, tell you rumors, all type of stuff about the family. Tell you this, what's the name did this, getting to it. People, it happens. Okay, I'm not gonna sit up here and try to say that this karma though. I don't like to put that out there like that.
it. All right.
She,
All right, let's get to
It's
this.
just
unfortunate.
unfortunate. It's just unfortunate that she like a little taste. And actually, let her drink a little bit.
No, not
No.
that. Not
What's
just,
wrong with that, KeKe?
She almost drank herself to death.
Yes.
That's how she ended up in the home because
So did my auntie.
I understand, Zach, but
Aunties all over the country have been drinking themselves
You
to death.
cannot be.
we don't want to lose her like
We
that.
don't want to lose her like that. You can't be. I hate the fact that she's struggling with substance abuse, like
Yeah.
alcohol. Like, I mean, I don't understand it. You know what I mean? Like, that's something that you have to be a person that's either went through it or around them, because most of us, thank God, can control what we can control. Like, I don't have a substance abuse problem. I can drink comfortably and not need it. There's people that need to have alcohol to even get through a day. That's a different type of addiction.
Only reason people saying something because Wendy Williams, though.
What do you mean
Addiction and abuse is a common thing
Mhm.
everywhere. and ain't nobody saving nobody. It's it's only because she Wendy Williams.
Well, we want to save her, Zach.
Okay, all right.
Let us save
Y'all
her.
go picking and choosing who y'all want to save. Y'all pass a drunk every day on the way to work down Wacker Drive. We can go down Wacker Drive and find 30 Wendy Williams that y'all don't give a damn about.
That's not
But
true.
I sure care about
But
That's
since
not
she Wendy,
true.
let's take all the money, stop her from doing everything. Okay, let her live her life.
You want her to drink herself to death?
No, I want her to be able to live her life. I don't think it's
Up to nobody.
I don't think it's up to nobody else.
He want to let her out here in the wild and let her go ahead and go drink herself, and
If
we will
she-
see
I feel
Wendy
like if
on under and lower
I'm not
Wacker.
saying
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying if it's if she's not breaking any laws, let her do what she do. Because like I told you, it's people doing it everywhere, all over.
We gotta
the net.
protect Wendy for myself, and if there was somebody, unfortunate, the people that are in Lower Wacker, you heartless piece of shit,
Damn.
is that they didn't have anybody.
Y'all
to
looking
step
through
in.
them.
We didn't. The people that's there, they didn't have people support systems to look out for them.
But guess what they still get? They get the freedom to choose every single day. And y'all taking that away from her.
No, Zach, you ridiculous. You want people to just go ahead. All right, you on heroin? Go ahead, shoot up,
Live your life.
shoot up, boy. If that's what you like,
Live your life.
go ahead then.
So you ain't never seen them people that be sleep on the corner?
Yes,
And they be sleep, they be like this.
they didn't have
Yes.
anybody.
They on heroin. That's
And we
dog
want
food.
somebody to save them.
They didn't need. They needed
Why y'all
somebody.
don't say them too?
I don't have time. Zach. I'm
Exactly.
trying to save the people in my family first. Okay?
Exactly.
So they family need to save them.
But it ain't the state and the judge taking their money and stopping it. I just feel like that's extreme for just being a drunk.
Just
Shit.
being a drunk.
Just being
It's
a drunk.
terrible. You can ruin. You die.
You can, but we all got drunks in our family. Everybody know a drunk.
You are heartless.
Yes, he is.
That is.
He won't.
No, I want freedom for her.
You want her to be able to drink herself to death.
Or, because here's the thing. She may drink herself to death one day, have a near-death experience, be like, hey, I got to quit this and put it down. But now y'all done took it from her. Now she out here fiending. You can't wait to get back to it.
Oh, my
You
God.
got to let people
She
live
went
their life.
40 years or however many years she's been abusing substances, and she had that freedom.
And here's my thing.
She had the freedom, and she abused the freedom.
maybe
That's why we're helping her.
Maybe I feel like people, if it was her family and people I feel like loved her, I wouldn't feel this way. But I feel like it ain't them. I feel like it's people who after her money, putting all these sanctions on her money and putting sanctions on where she at to get a check. Because you know if you watch somebody who's sick, you get a check.
That's true.
And you get paid. I just feel like, who are these people that we've put to watch over Wendy Williams if her family ain't?
And it's a lot of that. It's a lot of people that's just there to steal.
And
Absolutely.
If her bank, the reason I bring up the people on Lower Wacker, because if her bank account wasn't where it's at, wouldn't nobody give a damn. But since they see that money and they see access and this, and they see ways that they can come up, then they act like they give a, but
That's
they
true.
don't.
I don't know.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
They don't. So just let her drink then.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh,
at
boy.
least she's spending her money the way if she gonna go out, I go out on me.
Zach, she has a son.
Zach.
You don't want her to go out.
Zach.
You want her to get help.
Yes, bro.
All right, sis.
You and this
All right,
Coca-Cola
sis.
got you heartless, sis.
Wendy need a sober coach, but shit, that's a tough job. I couldn't do it because I'd be like you. They'd be like, KeKe, you a sober coach. Soon as you ain't finna get on my goddamn nerves. Go
Gone.
wherever. Go on, get a drink.
KeKe done went and got her keys out and unlocked the liquor cabinet.
Baby,
Come on, I
because
ain't
when
finna
an
keep playing
addict
with you.
when an addict want what they want, they will not stop.
They don't.
Girl, here. Drink. I don't care. That's how I'd be if I was a sober coach.
Damn.
So I don't even know if it's anybody out there that can do the job. Woo, Jesus.
That's it. Sober coaches, they say that's a tough gig.
It is.
Yeah.
Let's get to this. Keisha Cole has been trending after fans noticed her butt pads were hanging out while she was performing.
I
Wow.
hate this. I hate this.
I mean, I want to hear what y'all say because I'm
If-
going to say something.
If we on stage ever and y'all letting my butt pads hang out and nobody tell me, I'm gonna whoop everybody ass.
Yeah.
Cause I just saw the video. I'm like, nobody told her. Nobody on her team was like, "Yo, turn the lights off in here. Stop the show. We gotta like what? What are we doing? That's insane."
Yeah.
Furthermore, you Keisha Cole, you don't need no butt pads. You know what I'm saying? Like, just give us your regular body. You've been a bad bitch for years.
Yeah.
I agree.
I was gonna say
You
it.
ain't gotta keep up with these girls.
I seen Keisha Cole in person. Ain't nobody worried about her butt.
Yeah, you ain't gotta keep up with these girls.
She tough in person. Tough.
First of all, I always thought Keisha was more of a pretty titty woman. You know what I'm saying? Like she was more like a.
Let me pull up a Keisha Cole picture.
She's always been top heavy.
She was always top. Like we used to like Keisha had a pretty face and big boobs, so that was her thing. We don't really care that you got ass.
We ain't never looked at you. We never
looked at your ass.
Yeah,
so,
she's a pretty girl, man.
She was always just that just pretty down the way that ghetto fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think this gonna hurt her, but I don't like her being embarrassed like that.
No, I don't either.
Because she a legend. She should be like in legendary status where we start to just like give her flowers and not be joking on her about no butt pads.
Yep.
Yeah. She probably gonna that was it for the butt pads. I would assume she had enough. Cause I mean you see all of the women shapely or whatever. She probably like, okay, I'm gonna just throw something back there or whatever. But she don't need it. She doesn't need it. Have you ever ran into butt pads? Like I'm talking about. Have you ever ran into them?
No, what you mean?
Definitely ran into them.
I like real ass.
I ran into some pair of butt pads.
Organic.
I thought it was a real ass.
So what you mean? So you mean tell me you and the young lady was about to get it in?
She went to the bathroom for a very long time.
Okay.
She came out.
Mm-hmm. What happened?
She came out. We had a time. Now, I did notice, but it was too late. When you're naked, I was like, this don't look like the same thing that was in them leggings. But I didn't say nothing. So, after we finish, she get up and go to the bathroom again. I take her clothes, and pick it up and put them on the edge of the bed. And when I grab it, it's a little squishy.
Damn.
I said, it's butt pads. And I put them in. They was embedded in the leggings. But I had to put them in. And like, she noticed them off the floor and on the bed, on the corner of the bed. I just hugged her. I snuggled with her. I was like, I was going to act like I ain't want to embarrass because I felt bad. I was just picking up shit off the floor.
So she don't know that you saw the butt pads.
but she know after I touched the leggings. She knew that. She had to know.
You messy, because why you pick up her clothes? you was curious all night. You wanted to see what her panties look like and what her clothes. Now, why would you go pick up her clothes?
Because that ass was gone when he went in there.
No, I picked it up because it was just on the floor. Messy. I put them right on the edge. Not like my bed got like a but you could put stuff.
Oh, so
just put it right there so it's off the floor.
You got to say something because these women when they let you slide, let you have a little penis pouch. They've been mad. They've been like,
the gray sweatpants.
In this gray sweatpants or something.
That's true.
They done told everybody.
It was the craziest thing. I always have. That's why I think God likes to do stuff to me just so he get a laugh sometimes. Because that was a moment he probably was like and then there's another time. Well, that's why I hate wigs.
What
happened with wigs?
Hold on.
Sex. I like to grab hair. I was into it. It's probably like, it's one of them after the club. Me and her was dating. This the first time. It's a younger version of Tone Kapone. Where I'm like, I gotta kill it. This girl body is ridiculous. And it was, whew.
So you grabbed her hair?
Yeah, like from the back. That's fun.
Right. But you didn't know that wasn't her hair?
No, it looked. It was a good curly wig.
Okay.
It was good. It was one of them it was one of them curly. That's what I like, curly fros. If you want to ask my favorite, it's a curly fro. She had one of them curly fros. I was like, and I yanked.
It came off.
She had the stocking cap on.
She had the straight back. No, you know how crazy you go from the curly fro to the straight back.
Oh, that's
What
nasty.
did you do with it? What's in your hand? What do you do with it? What's in your
I
hand?
held it up like you ever seen Clash of the Titans or any of those movies where they cut somebody's head off. They just hold it up there
Oh my God.
I'm talking about I'm mid-stroke and I was like, yo, she was like, She looked back at me. I looked at her. It was
It's
strong.
up now. You should have been like,
No, I was
I would have spit around with it. It's up now.
That was an uncomfortable moment. From straight back, from curly fro to straight back, it's too much. So she was
that's
like,
so funny.
I was like,
Oh, that's funny.
and then she went in the bathroom, came back out with the curly fro. That's even more uncomfortable. I was just like, she was like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened.
Oh my God, no bitch. Oh my God.
I said, why
would
Did
you
I was like,
warn
my
me?
fault. I'm sorry.
Did y'all finish?
No.
That was it.
That was like, we just kind of laid down. She got up, went this, you know what I'm saying?
The wig ruined it?
It blew it. It blew us both. It wasn't just me. It blew us both. Like the energy was at an all-time
That's
high.
how I know I've been in a relationship. 'Cause I would have been like, baby, take the wig off. Swing that wig. Me and my straight backs, baby, I would put my head. Look, I would have throw that wig over there, baby. What we gonna stop for?
We gonna stop.
Over a wig, please. Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Okay, I got a nasty sex story too. When I touched something. So this was my first time dealing with an older woman. Okay, I was in my early 20s, and it was. I thought she was older. She was in her 30s, but to me that's old. That was
That's
old
old.
at that time, and I never forget. It was something about her. Like we used to have sex. We had sex a couple times, but she would always keep her shirt on. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know what was going on. So one day we having sex. I'll never forget. So I'm at the like the head of the bed. Okay, I'm at like the head of the bed facing this way, and she's like on all fours towards the front of the bed, right? So I'm about to get her from the back. I take the shirt off, and I come around, like you know how you try to grab a girl waist, and you finna. So I grab her waist, but I guess she had a C-section or something. And the C-section skin and meat
it was all flubbery.
came across my hand, and I said, "Ugh."
Oh, Zach!
You didn't say
I swear to God.
You said
It was an accident.
What is wrong with you?
Accident.
Oh my
I didn't try to do that. I felt so bad.
Y'all
But I didn't see it coming. Now, if I would have seen it from the front, I would have seen it, and I'd been
Right.
cool. But I couldn't see it.
You didn't know what you put
I
your
didn't know
hand
what
in.
I said, "Ugh."
What did she say? What did she say? Because she a real OG. Because you would have had to get out.
oh, you,
Nigga.
now that's what you was. What I was. You supposed to be
said-
like, whoa.
I said, "Ugh," and I pulled my hand back.
Oh,
I came across her stomach and said, "Ugh," and I felt so bad.
Y'all is crazy.
oh my guys. Let's get to this. Some lifestyle questions. This will be fun. Do you believe this statement? You can't turn a hoe into a housewife
Yes, you
or a house husband.
No, I don't think you turn them into. They still a hoe, but they your wife. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
And we love hoes.
Yeah, because all the hoes I know married. So like you don't. They still a hoe, but she married. Well, he
No.
married.
Did she marry a guy from the state that she's from?
Yeah. Y'all love hoes. Don't act surprised.
Man, let me tell you something. Don't nobody care about no hoe no more.
See?
Yeah,
After you get
They don't care.
after you get
They-
past a certain age, if you don't know the guys that she slept with,
That's what I'm saying.
if you and she nasty,
Y'all don't even care when y'all know the
Oh,
guys.
yes, we do.
No, you don't. Y'all
Ryder,
get past that.
Ryder,
for,
do we care?
for the right hoe,
Thank
you
you.
get past that.
No.
He too young. Y'all don't care.
No, you do.
Y'all love hoes.
No,
Zach ain't saying that because he know I'm right.
Now, it's no way. And like for me, I don't care what you did before me, as long as it was somebody that know me, that I gotta interact with on a normal basis. That's the part that I can't. I tried it. I'm telling you, it always comes up. You cannot. It's hard to do that. That's why a lot of dudes end up marrying women that are not from here, aka Zach Boog. They don't. so yeah.
He always want to bring you in.
I do. Zach
Zach
ain't-
AKA.
Zach ain't married nobody from Gary. He married he
is
married
so funny.
his girl from his ex-wife is from Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
She from Nashville.
But that's what I would
crazy.
do. Like we like women that we don't know their past.
Exactly.
That's all it is. That's
it.
We just like women that we don't know their past. You could have been a hoe, and I just don't know. I don't
Right.
care. Yeah, I don't care to know. I don't care because guess what? I probably was a hoe too.
Yep.
So that doesn't matter. It's just your close guys can't have hit.
Right.
What KeKe is saying, like, let's say if I know somebody, like it's somebody who lived here that I don't have to interact every day with, that had sex with her. Okay.
That's fair.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. That was before me.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't want her to, now if she does it while we together, that's the problem. But if you did that before me, I can't sit up here and judge everything you did before me unless you was getting trains ran on you. That's where we draw the line. You should have been having regular one-on-one sex. And hopefully it was with guys who had something going on. That throws me off too, is when I see it be like if a chick tell me, oh, I slept with, give me a basketball player or something.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We
Just
don't want to say.
famous
I don't want to say
basketball
no
player.
name.
Don't know everybody.
I slept with an NBA player before you. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Boom, that makes sense. But he'd be like, oh yeah, I slept with Cigarette Man.
Do you ask?
That puts a bad taste in my mouth because I'm like, you went for this?
You messing up the brand.
Oh, you messing up the brand. Like you ain't.
Do you ask?
No, I really don't want to know. But in the times that I have asked, and I found out about some guys that I think are like, come on, dog, you let that nigga hit. It makes
That sound
me look
like
at
you hating.
No, it just makes me look like you a little like, it made me look at you a little different. Like, oh man, I wish you would have had a better. I don't mind that you was doing stuff. I just wish you had a better roster.
I don't ask. I don't ask if I know. Only time I do ask. Let me stop lying. I ask, especially if I meet you in nightlife. Have you messed with anybody that I know in this community? Have you messed with somebody that I know?
In this
And
community.
those times they gonna say if it's more than one, because most times it's almost always gonna be at least one.
Okay.
It's gonna always be at least one. If it's more than one, then I'm gonna be like, I kind of gotta just. Well, I might like you and want to hit too, but it ain't gonna be nothing serious. And she probably don't want nothing serious with me either.
I ask specific names. You sleep with Tone? Did you sleep with Tone?
He go down the list.
Okay. All right. You didn't? All right. Another one. Sean Mack, you give him?
Yeah, these two snipers, yeah.
Them two. If you can make it past them,
Them
two,
two,
you might make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a lot more snipers. I'm just
Shout
not
out,
gonna name them.
Mac.
Oh, it's plenty of snipers.
I'm not gonna. It's certain names that you know. Like I said, when you dating nightlife, it's certain names that I know. I know it's you didn't have sex with 1 or 5 people. I already know because I know the snipers that's out there. So you gotta be like, okay, if one of the snipers caught you, I get it.
Do
But
you
if
let
2
that
or
pass,
3,
though? 'Cause
I'm gonna let it pass.
Okay.
Depending on how long ago it was. But if it's you didn't let this sniper hit, this, it's no way I ain't gonna say I'm not gonna do it.
Exactly.
But I'm
care.
not going to fall in love with you. I'm not going to fall in love. I'm not going to fall in like with you. Because, I mean, a lot of times, in the most part, especially nightlife is just an interesting place. Everybody just out there having fun. And I don't think anybody, men or women, are looking for anything serious. They think they want something serious, but nah. Nah, but most dudes that are in nightlife that they do have something that they care about, their girl don't be in nightlife. Like, they don't be outside. They don't be outside. They come out, they tiptoe in and out of it. But they not out every day, every week. They just not doing that. Let's go ahead and get to this. How about it? If a female invites you out, she pays. If you invite her out, you pay. Huh? How does that go?
Well, I think he was saying, like, if a woman invites you out somewhere, do you expect her to pay?
No.
Because she invited you.
That's lame.
Okay, good.
You gotta pay, bro.
No.
Good, so
Y'all gonna quit trying not to pay.
what?
You got to pay.
Oh, you mean
Yeah, you got to pay. Bruh. That's just part of the game.
That's
If
part
you,
of
you
it.
got to pay. Let's stop this. When did men start trying not to pay and have? If a woman pays for you and she wants to do something special for you, then that's cool. But the expectation is you pay. That's just simple as that.
You can't until you locked in.
Yeah,
like
you
after
pay.
sex, she could pay sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, after sex. But until you done hit it, you can't stop paying.
I don't care if she be like, oh, I want to go here. And then you look and see how much it costs and tell her if she can go or not. Because you paying.
Right. I got an idea. Let's go do blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, if
I
it's
got a
too
better
expensive,
idea.
you got to convert that. Be like, you know what? I see that, but I seen this other place. Give her a different date idea. Because we ain't going there. That shit high. Because I got to pay. I'm not going to let no woman pay for me.
Okay.
That's crazy.
that.
I want you to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't believe in that, especially in the courting. But in a relationship, when the money is starting to become pooled in a sense, that's when I believe in, like, all right, let's figure out the best number how we did it. Like the last relationship I had to give it to. That was probably the first woman to ever really be like on that with me. Like,
Hey.
we'll just be like, yo, she be like, all right, I know we got this to pay, we got that to pay. I know this is where your money weak at in this part of the month. All right, look. I'm about the flights. You upgrade them and pay for the room. And when we get to we going, you took the flights off me. We good.
Yeah,
We took the flights off. And then sometimes they be like at a dinner. She'll be like, oh, look, well, no, not dinners. I paid for the dinners. But like a early morning, like a lunch, brunch, she paid for it because she kind of had an understanding of money. That was probably the best situation when you got a woman that's going she know what's going on and she kind of giving you a play every once in a while.
If we locked in, I will hit you with this. Now, if it's one of them times where you want to go somewhere and I ain't got it to go there, I'm gonna be like, look, I'm gonna tell you off rip, I ain't got it this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we go, it's on you.
Right.
And then she'll either be like, yeah, we can still go. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Don't worry about it. Because I pay all the time. So the one time that I don't, they not gonna trip. But if you are like,
You should be able to be honest with your girl about your money.
But when you sit here talking about invite who, it's the lamest stuff in the world. If you be like, I wish I would be sitting up there. You invited me. I ain't paying for nothing.
That's why you never show up. If KeKe say, hey, Tone, me and such are all out eating.
You should come up.
No. No.
Damn, y'all been hurt like that.
I'm a lie.
That's
I'm gonna
crazy.
lie.
I'm not going.
I'm like, man.
I'm busy, man.
Yeah,
God
ain't
rest
right.
my granny soul. I can't use it no more. I'm like, yo, I'm about to go see granny. I can't do it.
That's crazy.
Like, you don't show up because you have to pay. I told y'all about that one situation that I still feel bad about to this day.
Yeah, you did not like that.
He did not.
I did not like that situation, but I learned my lesson. I'm not going to let that ever happen to me again. I'm just going to lie. Oh, I'm going to go back to the room. I'm sick. I'm not feeling good. I got boo-boo.
Don't let that happen. Yep.
You can't.
Because she walked you into a position where you like,
Damn it.
damn. Yeah.
All right. You already know what it is.
gotta
Let's go ahead,
I'm
man.
sorry.
Let's wrap this on
Wrap it up.
Final thoughts. Let's get to it.
Final thoughts. Love y'all, pod fam. Keep running it up. Keep sharing the pod. And don't forget to watch us on TSR Live tomorrow. And this is Tone's birthday week, so we will be outside together for Tone's birthday. So y'all make sure y'all show him some birthday love.
Yes, we're going to be
Woo,
outside.
woo.
Yes.
This is the only party KeKe comes to all year.
The only party I go to every year. So I'm gonna turn up tomorrow.
Zach Boog, final thoughts.
If life starts tripping, just do like Keisha Cole's booty pass and act like nothing happened.
Now that's some wisdom for that ass. Yes.
That was kind of good. That was good.
I cannot with y'all.
That was good.
Bye.
All right, y'all. You already know what it is, man. We get out of here. TSR Live. Don't forget, always share, tag us. If you tag the What More Can I Say podcast, we almost all the time will repost you. Pretty much all the time we do it. So with that being said, what more can we say?